Hey there, welcome to the Relief Report, where we help you get rid of digestive symptoms like gas, bloating, abdominal discomfort, diarrhea, constipation, whatever you're dealing with. Get really clear on what's causing those issues so you can get back to enjoying your life. I'm Stephanie Clairmont, your digestive dietitian, and in this episode of the Relief Report, we are going to talk about protein powders. So you might be wondering, if I have IBS or another digestive issue, can I have protein powder? Maybe you're on the LowFODMAP diet, which is one part of a plan that can be helpful to get rid of symptoms of digestive health issues like IBS and IBD. And you might be wondering, can I have protein powders for the LowFODMAP diet, or can I have protein, when I'm dealing with these issues, or are they causing issues? And I want to help you get really clear on what's causing your issues so you can get clear on, how you can get a lot better, relieve all those symptoms, get back to enjoying your life. Okay, so today we're going to talk about protein powder. Now, recently we've been seeing more and more products come out that have a stamp of LowFODMAP diet. If you have any questions about the LowFODMAP diet, or you're wondering, what it is and how it's going to help me, you can head over to stephanieclairmont.com and you can learn more about FODMAPs. We believe that the LowFODMAP diet is a part of an entire plan that's going to help you get rid of your symptoms and get back to feeling more like yourself. So we talk a little bit about FODMAPs here, but we talk about the whole picture as well. I can see you guys can hear me and see me, so that's fantastic. Now, when it comes to protein powders, like I said, we're seeing more and more foods come out that are stamped with this LowFODMAP diet approval. Now that's great because they are low in FODMAPs, and FODMAPs are these poorly digested sugars. Sugars poorly digested by most human beings, and for those of us with IBS or IBD or digestive issues, these fermented sugars can cause us issues. It doesn't mean that you go on this diet for the rest of your life, but managing and being mindful of how many FODMAPs are in your diet can be really great. So if you're seeing protein powders out there, or any kind of foods that are stamped with low FODMAPs, it can be a part of your plan, but you don't need to eat completely low FODMAP for the rest of your life. So some new protein powders have just come out, which are stamped low FODMAP by a lab. Let me pull it up on my computer so I can see it, called Stellar Labs. And you can look them up online, just Google Stellar Labs or Stellar Lab Nutrition. And they have some low FODMAP protein powders, which they have like a vegan blend and a whey protein blend with just some really simple ingredients. Now, what I find interesting is that these protein powders have been tested in the lab for FODMAPs, and the ingredients in the vegan protein powder are pea protein isolate, hemp protein, natural flavors, chia seeds, stevia, salt, guar gum, spirulina, kelp powder. It's not just a simple ingredient list, right? It has like a bunch of different things. So do we need a low FODMAP stamped protein powder if we have IBS? The answer is no. You don't necessarily need to have all your foods stamped low FODMAP approved. One, because remember, the diet is not meant to be followed for the rest of your life. And two, because there are other protein powders out there that actually have safe ingredients for you that aren't low FODMAP. And depending on where you live in the world and your budget and your price point, protein powders can be pricey. You want to know what's available to you. So I have a couple protein powders on my desk to talk to as well. And the big thing is whatever kinds of foods you're putting in your body, whether that's protein powder or granola bars or, a stir fry, whatever kind of food you're consuming, you're putting in, you just want to make sure that you're really clear on what foods trigger your symptoms. And going on a plan and eating well for digestion, eliminating FODMAPs for a short period of time, and including a lot of other strategies for good health can really help you get clear on that. Once you're clear on what your triggers are, then you can get clear on what foods you can put in, like protein powders. So I have a couple here that I want to talk to so we can speak to this point. So the first one that I have is the Warrior blend. Now, the company is Sunwarrior. Sunwarrior has a couple of different I don't know how many, but a lot of different kinds of protein powder. So this is just one kind. This is a Warrior blend. I bought this here in Canada. I want you guys to know that there are different formulas in different countries. So when I was in Austin, Texas a few weeks ago, I was at Whole Foods and I saw Sunwarrior there, and they had a lot of different kinds. And one was not called blend. It was just called plain protein or something. And it only had one ingredient, and the one ingredient was rice protein. And we know rice is pretty safe for digestive health. So I would say that if you can find a protein powder that has a really simple ingredient and it's just taking protein from grains that are fairly safe, like rice or quinoa, or, we see protein coming from all kinds of grains, that could be digested well for you. This one, I'll tell you, has what sounds like there goes the dog. Harper, come here. Come here. Come here. Right in the middle of the live show. All right, Harper's going to be in the live show today, guys. Harper, you got to be quiet. Okay. I don't know if we're going to be able to do this. Let's throw him out of the room for today. Did you guys see my crazy pants too today? Okay, so let's get back to our Sunwarrior protein powder. So this one has pea protein, hemp protein, goji berry, whole ground coconut. So you can look up any kind of food you're having, whether it's protein powder or something else. You can look up, those ingredients and see if they're low FODMAP if you're on the elimination phase. But also you can get really clear on what you can tolerate and what you can't. So for me, I know that I can have this one because I've tried it. And then I have another one that works for my body as well. And remember, I'm someone with IBS, diagnosed 10 years ago. So what works for me might work for you, might not though, because all of our bodies are different and it's important to get really clear on what your triggers are. So this one is a Genuine Health fermented vegan protein that I tried. They're marketing it at bloating. It says no bloating. So I thought, hey, let's try it. And so this one is a little bit different of a blend. So this one, again, has that pea protein. This is a vegan one, right? So all the vegan ones have that pea protein. And it has brown rice seed protein, as well as hemp seed, quinoa, alfalfa, spirulina, mung bean sprouts. Okay. So they all have these kind of like different combinations. And I think there's a couple of really important things. One, absolutely you can have protein powder. And we're probably trying to eat well. We're trying to get good food in our bodies. This is what we need to do for digestive health. And protein powder can kind of help. In my house, I make a shake with some almond milk and some fruit and some peanut butter and some protein powder. In the afternoon, that helps me really stay full and satisfied until dinner comes around. I also make peanut butter protein balls for my freezer for when I feel like I need like a special treat. I also give them to my son as a special treat. And there's just protein powder and peanut butter and a little maple syrup and cinnamon in those guys as well. So I think protein powder is a really functional food that we can bring into our diet to help us stay full and feel good. There's a lot of different kinds on the market. So one, absolutely you can have a protein powder. Two, a low FODMAP protein powder might be a good option for you, but it doesn't mean that there's not other potential triggers in there for you, because there's more than just FODMAPs that can influence our digestive health, and like you guys hear me talk about, that's things like other good for digestion behaviors, other foods that might trigger you. I've met clients in my, practice for the past 5 years, over 5 years, that have an issue with rice or have an issue with quinoa or have an issue with other little things. So getting really clear on that is important when you're choosing. So you can choose a low FODMAP protein powder, but be mindful that it might still be a trigger for you. Or choose one, like I said, the Sunwarrior, not the blend, but the Sunwarrior protein that's just simple rice protein. And yeah, so that's kind of the deal about protein powders. You absolutely can build them in, and any kind of food that you're looking at, you want to look at the ingredient line. If you need any more help getting clear on those digestive symptoms and getting clear on following a plan to get you feeling a lot better, finding that relief, and then, what you can eat and what you can't eat, I'm here for you. And you are very welcome to check out and join me for the Clarity program, which is now open. You can go to joinclarity.com and we can put that up in the comments. Actually, I might be able to paste it right now for you guys. You just go to joinclarity.com. Now, Clarity is spelled like my last name, so it's CLAIRITY, and the link's up there for you. You can go to joinclarity.com. You can learn a little bit more about the program, and what it is me showing up for you, answering any questions that you have, a community where you can ask questions, answer questions, talk to others dealing with this, and the complete step-by-step plan of all the strategies that are going to help you get really clear on what's triggering your symptoms, what's not, getting you to symptom-free and getting your body in that full wellness stage where you can get back to enjoying your life and not worrying so much about all these damn foods and what you can eat and what you can't eat. So let me know if you have any questions before we end the episode today. Any questions about Clarity, I'm here for you. You can send me a message or post a comment right here in the feed. Or if you have any questions about Protein powder, Lori says. My dog started barking when he heard yours. Sorry, Lori. Harper. That guy, you just never know when he's going to go off. And I see Wendy's here, and Wendy says, good morning. Hi, Wendy. So happy that you guys joined me here live. And again, if you have any questions, you just let me know. We will be here every week on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. Happy if you can join me live. Happy if you can join me in the replay and watch these couple of minutes helping you get really clear on what you can eat, what you can't eat, how you can get that relief place that you need to be in if you're dealing with digestive health issues. All right, so I'll see you guys all next week on Wednesday for another episode of the Relief Report, and I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. Bye for now.